Hi guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to cook a few simple meals for uni that are cheap and very easy to cook. So here I'm starting with chicken fajitas. The first thing I do is chop up some vegetables. You can use any ones you have in the fridge, to be honest with you, but I generally use peppers as a go-to, and then if I have any others I'll also add them in. So today I was adding courgette as well because I had some left over. And then also it's always good to add some onion to bulk up the meal. So I chopped all of that as finely as I wanted it. And it's also good to add some garlic. I always say garlic in a meal just helps any meal, to be honest with you. Obviously some people like it more than others, but it's up to you. Then I add some fry light, but obviously you can use olive oil, rapeseed oil, any oil you'd like. Add that to the pan, then add the onions and add corn pieces. So in this case I used corn chicken just because I sometimes prefer it to normal chicken, but it does not matter, and you don't even need to use corn or normal chicken actually, you could just use the vegetables. Then next I add all the veggies into the pan once the corn has defrosted a little as it was frozen, and once the onions have got a little bit of colour. I mix all of that together. And then as you can see here, I'm making my fajita seasoning. So the way I've made this is by mixing together paprika, oregano, garlic powder and chili powder. I just mix this up in a Tupperware. It's really quick and easy. You add a sprinkle of everything. Depends how much flavour you want of each one, so you can add more or less of certain things. I do this rather than buying my own fajita seasoning mix, as I think it's cheaper and it lasts much longer and I can make more meals out of it. But it's totally up to you. You can of course buy your own fajita seasoning mix. Next, I start plating things up when everything in the pan is fully cooked. So I do this by grabbing a wrap, getting my avocado to make some guacamole. If you don't like avocado, you can completely take this bit out. It's very easy to just scrap the avocado. I make my guacamole by just adding some salt and lemon juice, and it's quick and easy. Then I add some lettuce, and then I add my fajita mix. Add as much or as little as you want to the wrap. Obviously you have to be able to close it at the end. And then finally I finish it off by adding some cheese on top. And this is what it looks like. I'll fold it and roll it up and then enjoy. There's also other things you can add to the wrap, like salsa or sour cream, but I obviously didn't have this in at the day in my fridge, so it's totally up to you what you'd like to add. So the next meal is called mushroom rice. It's really quick and easy and delicious. The ingredients are mushrooms, rice, olive oil, oregano, courgette, onion, butter, garlic and chilies. So I begin by mixing all the vegetables together in a pan and waiting till they're cooked with olive oil. Then I add lots of butter and the chilies, and finally with some boiling water add the rice, and it should look something like this. However, this is a frozen version in a Tupperware. And my final dish is an aubergine and lentil stew. So the ingredients of this are olive oil, aubergine, tomatoes, garlic, onion, oregano, stock, wine, this can either be rosé, white or red, salt, pepper and some lentils. So I do this by mixing the aubergine, tomatoes, garlic and onion in a pan until soft, and the olive oil as well, and then add the stock, wine and some hot water with some oregano, add salt and pepper with the lentils and mix it up, let it boil for a good few hours if you want it to look something like this, but you don't have to cook it for as long as that, and it should still be delicious.